Hello YouTubers, once again this is SHEM 2409 and today I want to give you a detailed walkthrough and review of the Sony Xperia Z1's camera. So over the last 2 days I've taken probably over 100 shots with the Sony Xperia Z1 camera. So as I go along and show you different functions of the phone, I'm going to show you sample images that I've taken. The full resolution pictures you can download from my Google Drive. The link is just below the video. So let's get started. So the first feature of the phone's camera is the superior auto mode. So this is probably a mode that most of you are going to use the most often, as you do not need to select any of the pictures settings. All you need to do is just point and shoot. So the only thing that you can really set in here is the flash. So you can choose it to be on auto, fill flash, red eye reduction, off, or on torch mode. And also you can set a self timer, a smile shutter, and you can set a preview and a burst with long press. And you can also get it to register faces, and this feature basically creates an album in your phone with the person's face, and all pictures will be automatically put into that album if they contain the person's face. So okay, so here are sample shots that I took. So as you can see, the first one is of a water fountain in a park in Poznań where I live. As you can see, the image is well exposed. If you look on the sky, the fountain looks good. The colors are natural, and the water is also photographed very well. As you can see, on image close-up, there's not too much grain, and I think it's a good image taken with the Xperia Z1. So let's go to the next one. So the next image is another one taken close by with a bunch of yellow flowers. Once again, on close-up you can see that the image has a lot of detail and it's a good image overall. Moving to the next one, it's a macro shot of an orange flower. I'm not a florist, so I don't know what flower it is, but the macro shot looks very well. As you can see, it's a beautiful image and you can see a lot of detail in the flower. Moving on is an image of red flowers. This is an okay shot. There's I think it's a little overexposed, so I'll just move on to the next one. The next image is a portrait of my girlfriend sitting by the fountain. As you can see, the focus is on the face, and the image looks great actually, and I think Sony Xperia Z1 is perfect for taking portraits. The next image is a building I found in Poznań, so once again you can see that the image is very good. And also I took another one. This image was taken with the 20.7 megapixel manual mode. And I took another one using the 3x zoom in the phone, and as you can see, I closed up on a horse on top of the building, and yeah, so the image once again looks good, but on closer zoom you can see there's loss of detail. So this image has 8 megapixels. Moving on to the next one, here's yet another one of the fountain, the same one you've seen before, but this time there's more light as the sun came up, so the image is much greater. And this is an image that I really like a lot. It looks amazing. So it's an image of a statue that I found, and as you can see on close zoom it has tons of detail and it's just a beautiful image. It looks like taken with a DSLR. So moving on to the next one, here's yet another image of the flowers. So as you can see, the color reproduction is really good, and on closer zoom there's not much loss of detail and it's a good image. So the next one is an image of a church tower. So once again it was a cloudy day, not too much sun, and as you can see, the image, the Xperia Z1 captured a lot of detail. and both the sky and the tower look good, so the colors are natural once again. Here's another image of a building, and yeah, once again the image is good. So moving on, here is an image of a few old buildings, and as you can see on zoom up, the detail is very good. The sky looks great and the colors are natural. So moving on, here's an image of a tram. This one has a lot. In this image you can see how well Xperia Z1 is able to capture the colors, and even on zooming up very close, you can see there is a lot of detail. At the same time, you can tell that this image has a little more light, as there was light rays striking through the sky. So the light is really what helps the Xperia Z1. As I'll show you later, when Xperia Z1 doesn't have a lot of light, it tends to overexpose pictures and give gray colors, but with enough light it gives great shots. So moving on, here's a picture taken in a copy shop where you can see the different colors of paper. This image was just to show how well Xperia Z1 is able to capture colors. So the next image is once again a statue taken in close by, so you can see there wasn't that much light, but the image is very good. And moving on, I'll show you a few more samples and you can judge for yourself how you like them. So here's a bench in the park, a frog, and then that's in 20.7 megapixels, and then a frog in close-up, and a few flowers. Here is some fruits at the market. So as you can see, most images do look very good. And I'll show you also a few images I took at night. So those images really show that the superior auto mode is still not where it should be. It still doesn't perform as well as we would expect from the hardware. So I've already recorded one video with the picture samples in low light. So here they are. Moving on, the next mode on the phone that we have is the manual mode, of course. So this one lets you adjust more setting than the Superior Auto, especially the resolution. So now you're able to take 20 megapixel pictures instead of just 8 megapixel, which is automatically set on the Superior Auto mode. So you can also get it to get a self timer, smile shutter, change the focus mode, the ISO. This is a really good mode. You can change the metering, you can set the image stabilizer and the face registration. Moving on, the next mode is one of my favorites. So this is the Timeshift Burst. So this mode is great for capturing images of people doing sports. So I have here my girlfriend on an ice skating ring, and I'll show you. Okay, so here's the first Timeshift Burst. So I've taken an image of her jumping. So as you can see, by sliding to the side, you can see the consecutive phases of her jump. So this mode takes 60 pictures in just 2 seconds. So I really like this. If you look on the images in close-up, they're not that great. So the mode looks good on the phone, but if you look on the computer, the images are just 1080p resolution. So really not enough for a picture, but I guess that's why we are able to capture so many in so little time. So that's a payoff. So let's have a look at the next one. Here's yet another one. Okay, so here is a spin once again on an ice skating ring. So as you can see, by sliding right and left, you can see the different phases of the movement. And of course, all images, once again, you can check below and download and judge for yourself how you like them. So the next mode in the camera app of the phone is the picture effects. So here you have a bunch of different effects that you can use. So you can use a partial color, which basically allows you to tap the area on on the screen which you want to have in color, and the rest will be black and white. So as you can see in this picture, you also have an option of choosing a filter, so you can set black and white, the yellowish, and so on. The next one is nostalgic, so once again it adds a sort of yellowish hue to the image. The next effect on the list is Harris Shutter. This one basically creates a sort of 3D effect. I guess it's called Harris Shutter on the image. The next is the Fisheye effect. So as you can see, it creates a fisheye view. And the next one is a miniature. So basically you set the area which you want to have in focus, and it will automatically wash out the rest of the image. So I can set how big the washed out side is supposed to be and just have the central part in zoom. The next one is the Kaleidoscope. So this one basically creates an image as if taken through Kaleidoscope, and as you can see, that's what the image looks like. Next effect is the Sketch. So it looks like it was drawn with a pencil, and if you tap on the screen you can see the different options and the different sketches that you can get. So here they are. And the last one on the list is the Vivid option. So it basically creates a vivid picture. So here it is. So the next mode in the camera app is the Sweep Panorama. So the Sweep Panorama allows you to basically take a picture, but by just pressing the camera key and slowly sliding to one direction. And here is a panorama that I took today. Unfortunately, there was a tram that was moving, but as you can see, the image is really good until you try and zoom in, because the resolution is not great. It's only a few megapixels, and yeah, so I really wish the resolution could make use of the full 20 megapixel sensor and allow us to choose the size of the picture, but I hope that comes with future updates. So the next mode on the list is the AR effect, and that one has been talked about a lot because it's a lot of fun to use. Basically, if you can choose a mode, for example the Dinosaur, and it will create an image with dinosaurs, and you have different effects here, and they're moving, so you can wait when you want your picture to be taken. And there's also a dive mode which creates an image as if it was underwater, and a Fairytale one, and here you have an example of it. And also you have a few that you can apply to portraits. So one of them is the Funky Disco. So here's an example. The next one is the Masquerade, which adds a mask to the portrait. So, and you have a few of them. So as you can see here. And okay, so the next one on the list is the Celebration mode. So this one creates a ring of flowers and a pigeon. And the last one is called the Butterfly mode. So those are pretty cool, they're fun to use. The Masquerade and Funky Disco ones are kind of cool for portraits and for fun with friends. The next mode on the list is the Infoeye. This one I found works really well. It's kind of an alternative to Google Goggles. Basically allows you to take a picture of objects and it will tell you what they are. So I've tried this with different alcohol drinks. So for example, the Johnny Walker Black Label. As you could see, I took a picture and now it's searching for information on the web. Unfortunately, it didn't recognize it. Okay, let's try with the wine. So here I have some Italian wine. So I'm gonna take a picture of it and wait for the information to pop up. Oh yeah, so as you can see, I have all the information I want about the wine. So here is the winery where it's coming from, and it will show you the Google results as well. And that's pretty much it about this one. So then I can choose the next one just to show you one more example. So I'll take an image And let's wait for the results. So once again, here we have the winery that comes from, and it shows me the wineries nearby on the Google map. Then we have Google search results, and yeah, that's it. Infoeye can be used with landmarks, wines, books, text, barcodes, QR codes, and business cards. The last mode in the camera is the social life. So this one basically lets you do a live stream to your Facebook page. So you have to log into your Facebook, and whatever you see on the camera, it will show on your Facebook feed. So this is a cool feature if you have a blog running and you do conferences and such. So I haven't personally used it, as I don't want to show all my friends what I'm doing with my camera, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So let me know what you thought of the video. Of course, all the images that you could see in the video are in my Google Drive link in the video description. If you like the video, please press the like button and do subscribe my channel for more Xperia Z1 content, which is coming soon. Thank you, and I'll see you later.